In today's video, let's make a very simple, delicious local meal. This is one of my most favorite local dish or local meal. It's so delicious and it's packed with so much flavor. So delicious and it's very easy to make. Hello, welcome and welcome back again to my channel. Please do not forget to like this video, subscribe, and don't forget to share. Alright, so first you want to grab yourself some spinach, and I'm using the frozen spinach, and this is the type of spinach that you need. So you want to defrost that, and then here we have some onions, and for this recipe you need a lot of onions. And we are going to need some scotch bonnet pepper, and you want to grab yourself some dried bitter leaf and then soak the bitter leaf. And as for this bitter leaf, is not washed at all. This is still very bitter. So you want to soak that hours before you start cooking. And also we're going to need some palm oil. Alright, so next I'm going to transfer the frozen spinach into a strainer. I will slice this behind the camera and then press out the water. And then I'll go ahead and slice the onions and the pepper. So once that is done, into a bowl I'm going to go in with some oil, paprika, onion and garlic powder. I'll go in with some fish seasoning and salt. Mix all of this to combine. And I have my already cleaned tilapia fish, so I'm going to spread this on top, and then I will rub it nicely on every part of the fish. And once that is done, I will set aside and go ahead and preheat some oil. And into that oil for flavor, I've gone in with some garlic and some onions. And then transfer the marinated fish, and now you want to fry this and also top it with the hot oil. This way both sides will be evenly cooked. Alright, so you want to fry this until it's nice and well done and good and brown. And once the fish is ready, I will set aside, and next I'm going to place another pot on the heat. Into that I'm going to go in with the palm oil, and then I will allow this to heat up, then transfer in the sliced onions. And for the onion, you can slice into your preferred sizes or shape. So for me, I sliced into this half ring. That's what I did. So after adding the onions, I will go in with some salt, stir that nicely to combine, and then I'm going to let this cook for like 10 minutes. I need that onion to reduce into this very texture, and this is exactly what I'm going for. So at this stage, I'm going to go in with my sliced habanero pepper. And while the onion is cooking behind the camera, I'll go ahead and squeeze the bitter leaf. Just squeeze out the water and set aside. And after adding the habanero pepper, you just want to stir that for 1 minute. And next I'm going to go in with some chili flakes for extra crunchiness. And just stir that, and that's it. This is ready, and this is like perfect. This is what I'm going for. So now I'm going to scoop some of the onions out, and you just want to scoop like a lot of this out of the pot because we're going to need it for later use. So I'm just going to leave a little bit of it in the pot, and we will move to the next step. And that's all for the bitter leaf. If you don't like the dried bitter leaf, or if you have the fresh one, you can go ahead and use the fresh one with the spinach. So for me, I do not have the fresh bitter leaf, so I'm going for the dry one which I have at home. Alright, so after scooping out the onions, I went in with the defrost, sliced and squeezed spinach, and then stir and add salt to that. And then you want to add your bitter leaf, and then because the bitter leaf is still bitter, I did not touch it with anything. So after adding the bitter leaf, do not dip anything into it, otherwise it's going to be too bitter for you to handle. So once you add the bitter leaf, just cover and allow it to cook on low heat, just kind of like simmer. You just want that to cook in its own heat, so on low heat, while we go ahead and peel our yams. And after peeling the yam, you want to transfer that into a bowl of water, rinse thoroughly until it's clean, And now into my pot, I have some water. I've gone in with salt. Then I will transfer the yam and place it on the heat to cook until it's nice and soft. And now back to the spinach and bitter leaf we are cooking. This is like 5 minutes later for it. So I'm just going to give that a stir. And at this point, you cannot dip your thing inside the pot. So I will stir and then cover again. If you want to add water for this to be very soft for you, you can add a little bit of water. So I covered again and allowed it to cook on low heat for another 5 minutes. And after 5 more minutes, this is ready. So next you just want to go ahead and top it with the onion you scooped out earlier. So pour the onion on the top of the vegetable that you cook, and that's it. It's ready. So go ahead, serve this. Just place your fish, the yam, and then top them with the bitter leaf sauce that you made. This is loaded, it's packed with so much flavor, very mouth-watering, and it's so delicious. You know, I bet village food or local food are the best. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the simple local dish recipe, and if you did, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and please don't forget to leave me a comment, and do subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Enjoy.